Back on July 16th, it was found out that Vaneisha Robinson, a local Akron, Ohio woman, wanted to try to sell the LeBron James pendant when she found out it was worth $10,000. At the time, LeBron James's business partner, Maverick Carter, his mother, Kathy Powers, placed a phone call to Robinson saying that LeBron would be at her home to make her an offer she couldn't refuse. Well, when she got there, it was far from the offer that she was expecting. And I know that it was in the news a couple of months ago, or about a month ago, discussing everything that happened. But those were only just 2 or 3 minute little clips that were on the news. Well, guess what? Today we have the great pleasure of a full, detailed interview with Vaneisha as she explains to us exactly what happened from the entire process of when she found the pendant 4 years ago, leading up to what happened that night in the home of Kathy Powers, and to what legal situation she has to face moving forward to try to get the pendant back in her possession. So enjoy the interview.
Alrighty, Vaneisha, so where did you end up finding this pendant that you had?
I found it at a yard sale.
Yeah, okay. Where was the yard sale?
It's in Akron, Ohio. I don't remember the specific location, but I've got it in Akron, Ohio.
So you went to this garage sale, and when you went there, what was your intention in terms of buying stuff there?
Well, the lady told me that she wasn't making a lot of money that day or whatever, and I seen this box full of stuffed animals, and she told me that she'll let it go for $5, and my intentions was to buy the stuffed animals for my animal, to play with and tear up and stuff. And when I got home, I searched through the box, and at the bottom of the box was the pendant.
Do you think the person at the garage sale knew that was in there at all?
I have no idea.
How do you think that they even had something like that in their house and they were just so unaware of it?
I don't know. I was hoping that once they seen everything, exposed on TV like it's been, maybe they would come forth. But no one has yet came forth and said that, they have had it and it was at their yard sale. No one came forth yet.
So have you tried to get in contact with them, maybe look up the address and find a phone number for the place where you had the garage sale?
I don't remember the place.
How many years ago was it that you bought it?
I have had the pendant in my possession for maybe 4 to 5 years.
Right, and I remember when I watched the reports there when they first came out on the news, you used to wear it a lot in high school, right?
Yes, I did.
So what was sort of the reaction of all the high school kids when they saw this cool LeBron James pendant on your necklace every day?
I mean, they thought that it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I would wear it, and it had red trim around it, so I would wear it with only the outfits that I would wear red with. That's when I would wear the pendant. But I got a pretty good, cool reaction out of it. Everybody, thought that it was cool. They wanted to know where they can get one at, and
yeah. So when they tried to figure out where they could get one and where you could buy one at, did you tell them that it was sort of exclusive in the fact that you found it at a garage sale, or is there other places where something like this could be found?
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was costume jewelry. Of course, I wasn't going to tell my friends, I got it at a garage sale because, I didn't want them to know that, I was snooping around at a garage sale. People find that pretty lame.
All of a sudden, you just decided one day to go and get it appraised. What made you want to do that?
Just one day, I just was kind of looking at it, and I was like, okay, well, because when I got it, I was like 15, 16. I didn't know what I had.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I got older and really started, looking at the way that it was made and the little diamond holes that was in the back, that was in the inside of the pendant. I said, okay, this could be real. And so I took a chance, and I went to the mall. I actually went to K Jewelers, and just to get the diamonds tested, and they told me that it was real and I should get it certified. So
right, so you went ahead and got it certified, correct?
Correct.
How was that process? Was it simple to do?
Well, it is a fee to get it certified, and they kept it. The IGI kept it for maybe 3 to 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And, to run tests on it and to, come up with a retail value price on it. I think they also checked if they have any serial number on it or if it was indeed lost or stolen. They look up everything. And it came back, and I got the paperwork on it. The lady at K Jewelers actually called me and said, hey, this thing is almost worth $10,000.
Right, and that's when the story sort of got the national headlines that it did. So you took it to International Geological Institute. They're the company that sort of does the appraisal and does the background search on it to determine that it's got no serial number, right?
Exactly.
So at that point, did they tell you that it was untraceable to go back to the original owner?
Well, actually, if you're trying to trace something, you would need, some type of serial number, or, you need some type of serial number to, identify it or track it down. And the fact that it doesn't have one, it's untraceable.
Once you found out that it was worth nearly $10,000, you tried to sell it, right?
Yes, I put it on eBay.
What was sort of the response you were getting from the general public about it?
No one was really paying attention to it because it wasn't a lot of exposure to it.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to, introduce it to the public by posting it on my wall and stuff on Facebook, and I wasn't getting a huge response until the news made international. Well, actually, I contacted my local news, Fox 8 News here in Cleveland and Akron, and after they seen the story from there, I've got plenty of news reporters calling me and wanting to pick up the story and follow up on it, and that's how that sort of came about.
When this became public knowledge that the pendant was available, like you were trying to sell it, Maverick Carter and his mom contacted you, correct?
Not Maverick Carter. His mother contacted me.
Okay, what's his mother's name?
Catherine Powers.
Okay, so Catherine Powers contacted you. Was this by a phone call?
Yes.
Okay, and what did she say on the original phone call with you?
She just said that she seen me on the news, and that LeBron was at her house and he was going to make me an offer that I couldn't refuse.
So she promised and guaranteed an offer that you wouldn't refuse, that LeBron James would be waiting at her house?
Yes.
Okay, so when you heard about that and you knew that LeBron was going to be there, or at least you thought he was going to be there, what was running through your mind at that time?
Well, at that point in time, I was excited because I was like, okay, I'm a huge fan of LeBron. And I was like, man, okay, he's going to be there. I'm going to get a chance to meet him. In the process, possibly get some money. I could sell this pendant. And, I thought everything was going to, run smooth.
Right, so obviously what you thought was going to happen clearly did not happen. So take me through exactly what happened.
When we got there, the script just totally flipped. They didn't say, the only words that I heard about LeBron was that he just left. They didn't say anything about him coming back and making an offer. They didn't acknowledge the offer. They didn't acknowledge the reward or anything. They were on getting that pendant.
Where was Maverick Carter in all of this?
From my understanding, she said that he was on a boat and that he couldn't come to the phone.
Was this at Kathy's house or is it Maverick's house?
They both share the house. I'm not sure whose house it is, but they both share that home in Wadsworth.
How many people did you go with to her house?
A total of 3.
3 people. So were they family members or friends that went with you?
With my mother, my 16-year-old sister, Vaneisha, and I went with my girlfriend, Crystal.
Okay, and when you got to the door, what was the atmosphere like? Were they nice and warm? Did they invite you in for a nice cold glass of lemonade or a glass of water?
Oh, no, not at all. In fact, everybody was mad, and you could cut the tension with a knife. They invited us in, but you could tell that it was kind of like they were paranoid, but at the same time, they weren't expecting the small group that I came in. They didn't want, certain people in the house. They was asking who was my girlfriend and why was, everyone here and stuff. As soon as I stepped in the door, Catherine told me, you just missed Bronny. And I said, LeBron is gone. And she said, yeah, he just left. It was a lot of other people there. I didn't sit down and actually count everyone out, but I know it was more than 8 or 9 people there. They were just pretty much on standby for whatever would have took place if I hadn't surrendered the pendant to them. Lord knows what that may have been.
Hold on, you said you had to surrender the pendant to them?
Yes. How
come you ended up surrendering the pendant to them?
Because I felt like my life was in danger, my family's life was in danger, and just to settle things, I just surrendered it.